Willie had some praise for Kelly.
I didn't hear Willie.
Okay, no, you didn't hear. You ain't missing nothing. Okay, that's
What
not.
what did he say?
Oh, he ain't saying nothing, bro.
Willie's so creative, man. I was just curious what he said tonight, man.
Nah, he ain't saying too much, bro. But we more interested in what you got to say than Willie Green. That's obvious. I don't know. You say I don't know if that's a compliment or not. But what do you think about the Pelicans tonight, bro?
They almost pulled it off, Q. And then that damn CJ McCullough remembered he was playing the Utah Jazz, man.
That's right.
Utah cold for that lineup, bro. They took the whole starting lineup out, bro. Like, look at this shit.
Merkin and all of them, bro.
I can't get too high on this game, but I guess I can look at the positives I've seen with Kelly, because that was definitely an eye opener, for him to come out there and get them 16 quick points like that, man. And then turn around and turn in 25, 8 and 4. And like from his first game, man, when I saw him, his stat line that first game was trash. But what I saw him doing, I was like, man, this dude gonna be good. Like, you could see it, because he's an intelligent basketball player. He doesn't waste energy. He makes smart plays, and he just always seems to do the right thing with the basketball in his hands. I don't see him make a lot of mistakes. I'll be curious to see, did he even have a turnover? You know what I mean? Like, Kelly is pretty much like the prototypical, I say, like a bland down version of what we've been looking for in a unicorn center, so to speak. He fits that prototype, but his skill set only goes so far because of I guess his athletic limitations and stuff. But I ain't here to talk about what the man can't do. I'm talking about what he can do, and what he can do is play top-notch basketball alongside Zion Williamson in that starting lineup that we got, man. And he fits well. And watching this game, I know they was playing a watered down version of Utah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, what is contract? What he signed for next year?
He's set for next year, 13.
Yeah, throw about 2 more years on that joint, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm do it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he come in next year and he start doing this type of shit in games that matter. Today's price is not yesterday's price. You know what I'm saying? That shit might be outrageous what Kelly might want from you, because he'll be able to command, maybe 20 million out of somebody. If he come here and he has occasional games like he had tonight and wind up averaging something like 15 and 10, you know what I'm saying? He might get somebody that'll pay him $20 million. And then looking at him tonight, man, I'm like, I like Misi. And Misi definitely gonna be good, but like next year, I wonder if you could have those two guys, depending on who we draft, obviously, probably not be on the floor together, and see what that looks like with Zion with even more spacing around him. But again, all this is next year. Let them keep doing what they're doing with the big man lineup this year. I'm actually, liking it, starting to grow on me. Didn't really like it at first, but thought the Pels played well, man, but I can't really gauge how successful this shit really is after, like, I see who Utah got out there, Q. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be too ecstatic about it. I mean, Keontae George is a hell of a player. You know what I'm saying? He's in their starting lineup, but other than him, there's some people, who do some stuff, but they ain't had nobody on that front court, so I kind of expected, our front court to dominate. You know what I mean? And that's what they did. But with all that being said, bro, I still was looking at the Pelicans at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It looked like they were about to let go of the rope. And that what Willie called it. They got a hold on the rope and shit.
Onto the rope.
What's up, Bird Talk? Appreciate the shout out, baby.
Yeah, it's one of them situations, DC, where they were looking pretty bad in that third quarter, man. And the fourth quarter, too, going into it, until C.J. McCollum hit those 3 straight three-pointers. That kind of really put the Pelicans ahead, because the scoring was – the scoring slowed down. I mean, they weren't getting – they was not getting the easy buckets that we would like to see, and the Jazz were getting the easy buckets. They were getting to the cup, and they were doing everything easy. The the Pels was not. So as CJ got it going, bro, that really opened up some stuff, and the Pelicans was able to build on that. Then Kelly had some good plays in the fourth quarter that helped. Zion facilitated a few things, and that kind of helped further the Pelicans to their 17th win of the season. Now, with that being said, we have 21 games remaining. DC, are you still sticking with the prediction? What did you say? You said
I said 20 games, bro.
you still sticking with that? They have
I would love to, but I cannot.
Okay.
They are winning at an absurd rate right now, Q. I'm scared.
At an absurd rate.
At an absurd rate. This is absurd. You know what I mean? This is diabolical, man. I expected the Pels to, gracefully bow out and we start playing more young guys. The one caveat where seeing them win, I'd have been on board. And I'd be like, man, just hope for the best with the draft odds. But if I seen them fire Willie Green and give James Borrego a shot, I could live with these wins, bro. Like if they went, like my man Don Guillory put in the chat, 30 and 52, I'm cool with that. Whatever we get in the draft, we got a coach next year. You know what I mean? Like, but to see this shit going on, and we know who's still absent at the wheel, because I can't say leading the ship. We still know who absent at the wheel up there, just wandering out in the sea. Ain't nothing really to be encouraged about with this shit.
Man, yeah, you got a point, bro.
Other than Zion, watching him do his thing, man. Zion looked like he's finding another level, Q. Like Zion looked like he's trying to join the 25, 7-7 club. You know what I'm saying?
Not mad at that at all. He had 9 assists tonight. He was knocking on the door. He made passes. The guys didn't make the shots.
He could have had a double. He could have had not a double. He could have had a triple double tonight if he really wanted to.
Yeah,
he wasn't worried about that.
I thought that's what he was aiming. I thought he was going to actually get another one, man. He got his first one the other day. And we'll see,
right,
man.
That's right. Stacey is playing point. Zion is basically our point guard right now. So Stacey's right about that. And it looks very, very good, the way they're doing it. And the crazy thing is, it ain't no elaborate offense they're running. It's just Zion out there. They playing off his gravity. You see a little pick and roll here and there. You see some actions going on where guys might get open for a shot here or there, but it ain't nothing super complicated, man. So I think next year this will be very easy to duplicate and maybe build upon, but you obviously need a really good coach to build upon.
I know we need a philosophy. We need an identity, man, because the Pelicans are doing all this based on talent right now. Yeah. Because Willie Green is, man, he's just, whatever he's saying is not sticking. Anyway, DC, let's kind of move on.
I want to touch on Big Dog. You got up there one more time, bro. We got to give him a shout out, bro, for getting down to 264 or whatever it is they say he is. And you can see it. Like, it's not a lie. Zion is probably the slimmest I've seen him in a Pelicans uniform. It looks a little awkward with the beard. I think the beard added about 5 pounds to him. It'd be feeling like he was slimmer as a rookie, but I think it's just the beard. You know what I mean? But I would be very curious to see Zion if he keeps going, and maybe get to like 255. See what that look like. Because I think the level for him might be 250, bro.
Damn. Could you imagine?
250. I mean, if they're going to play him, out on the perimeter more, like we seeing, it would, benefit him to lose a little more weight. And then you get him to 250, bro. That's like 14 pounds. That's another version of him. That's going to look different too. You see the hops that, a lot of people think he lost. I mean, the hang time is obviously still there. But you see the hops that he lost. You might see Zion neck up at the rim then. You know what I'm saying? Just curious to see what it looks like, man. Him keep evolving, keep his conditioning, getting better. If we're going to have him at point forward, running a point like that, which we probably will have to do next year, because with DeJounte going down, we don't really have a point guard. So I would love to see him going into the offseason, man, maybe come back even, a little slimmer, even. Like, or for him to keep losing weight. I don't know how that working right now, what he's doing if he's trying to keep cutting. But Stacy said he wants, Bird Talk said he wants to see him at 240. I don't know. I don't know, Bird Talk. That might be too. It wouldn't be too small for the average person. For he's 6'6", 240
Yeah.
is still a good weight. But
Yeah, 250 is a good weight for him at 6'6".
I wouldn't. I don't know if I want him under too far under 250 because I'm thinking about him. He's still in there with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? And most guys in the league, the biggest guy in the league, probably gonna be like 260, 250. 260 on average. You might have some guys a little bigger than that, but I want him to stay. To be able to, I guess, take some of the blows, from the big dudes down there, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that would be ridiculous, man. Because how he was right before halftime, man, he made a move from the 3-point line to the cup, and I was like, damn, he got. I mean, he got there super quick.
but Q, the one that got me, it was a subtle one. And they showed the replay. Keontae George tried to bait him for an offensive foul. Keontae George up there doing the Wakanda forever. And Zion just dipped and ran clean passing, bro. He tried to set a charge the man did this motion. By the time he got set to take the charge or try
He was
to,
bound.
Zion was gone, bro. He's like
He was
3
bound.
steps behind. I was like,
He
oh
was
shit.
bound. Yeah,
Wait
he's
a
quicker.
minute. Wait
He's
a
quicker.
minute. And look, and the crazy thing? The crazy thing was you could see Zion, like Zion got that gear where he just like that first step and he boom, like he give it everything. You could tell he not even going all out and he doing it like that. It's like 375% and he poof, but he ain't even full out going. I'm like, oh, okay, so he might actually have another gear right now with the weight being lower, and he's able to do a lot of the stuff he does kind of at that that 70% energy expenditure. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta go all out. And if you can be super fast, super athletic without having to give it your everything when you're trying to, that keep you from getting hurt too. Because you could do a lot of stuff without spending all your energy. And people spending all their energy trying to stop you, and you at like 70%, but your 70% it's like some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy, man. Yeah, DC might have a point on that, man. Uh, that'll be amazing. But I can appreciate what he's doing, man. Tonight, man, the facilitation, he's doing it, man. He's finding it. Plus, we got Kelly playing well off of him, man. It looks good. Lex, shout out to Lex. My girl Lex is joining the stream. Shout out to you. How you doing,
what's
Lex?
up, Lex?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. How do you feel tonight about the Pelicans getting the W? How did Zion and Kelly look tonight? What you thought about the W?
They have great chemistry. I think, it just goes back what we've been saying for a while now. Zion is not a four. And he has a stretch four, and he's handling the rock. He's on that wing. He's doing point guard duties, and Zion that's where he flourishes. We've always known that. It just took 6 seasons for someone else to understand that, So, but I'm glad that I like their connection. Um, Kelly Olynyk, man. I mean, like I said, he is so unorthodox. He really is. That dude is so unorthodox, but boy, is he a smart player. I mean, his IQ is just it's what's needed. And obviously the Pelicans did not teach him that. He came here with that already, which is just very nice to have. And when you put it, with what Zion has going on, it makes the game easy to watch. The game is a whole lot smoother. Who's this you got on?
This is Barkley from Auburn, and this is what Stacy was saying about what he thinking about what Zion could be if he was at that 240, 250 regimen.
I don't know. I think Zion, even at 280, already doing all that shit, like even more
He's
explosive.
he's actually doing more.
At 280, at 290, whatever the hell he was, he looked like that.
Cause Zion defense, because I think we're not looking at. I know it's showing a lot of offense, but on both ends of the floor, Zion is, man, he's active, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's active. Like that actually kind of looks like a generic version of a Zion. If you think about it.
Zion light, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a generic version. Like Zion can do so much more. And
Zion.
what?
I said not Zion, but Zion.
Oh wow. Well, Xanos, you know what I'm saying? But oh, Stacy, I did that on purpose, buddy. Anyway, y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Lexxah got him.
Willie did a good job coaching the light. We was losing
You
in the
know
fourth
what?
quarter and we
Look.
won.
Don't worry, Lexxah got him tuned up. For
Okay,
you.
are you ready? Are y'all ready for this?
Today.
I hope you ready on a certain button tonight, Big Q.
Say that again, Lex.
Uh-oh.
I hope you ready on a certain button tonight.
I think I am.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
I
But
think
listen, anybody can beat below 500 teams and mediocre teams. Like, look, we just got to understand Willie right now. Yeah, it was Utah Jazz, but he's got to show more proof in the pudding. All right, y'all know that. Y'all know that. So
I am.
just
Willie has to show more proof.
huh?
Willie.
Yeah,
I don't think Willie can show you anything that you don't know, Lex.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not just because the team got a W doesn't mean. So what do you think about winning, Lex? I still feel the same way. Okay.
Willie tonight.
I'm ready.
Good. Because you know what? It's not about the wins and the losses.
Uh-oh.
It's about the secret contract.
She had to drag it off of me so I don't screw it up.
Hey, Lex, keep doing what you're doing.
Do you want
Lex. don't let him let you put it on speed. Then he gonna be messing up and shit.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? You know what? He's been off for his birthday weekend, so we gotta rev it up. Okay,
Yeah.
we gotta not a 2-week ramp up, but we got a few minutes of a ramp up. Okay.
He was up in here drunk last time. Huh? All that birthday champagne, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, champagne in your eyes, like
champagne birthday.
Not at all.
Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, it's not about these wins and losses, man. I promise you it's not. All of this stuff really does come down to the secret contract.
She sounds so evil when she says. What's that little cartoon character with the short hair and the glasses? The little evil little woman. What her name is, man? What was that? Despicable Me.
I haven't watched that. I haven't watched it. I
don't know her name. It reminded me of that though. It made me think of that.
So with that being said about the game, and that was a good point about, a lot of the players wasn't in there in the Pelicans. It took a real Herculean effort from several of their players. 4 Pelicans win 20 points, 20-point scores tonight. Top the Jazz, worst team in the West. Up next is a team that's actually doing pretty good. I think they won like 6 games straight. I'm going to have to check again and see what's going on with the Lakers. But they won. You
want to update
5 games in a row, and I think they're beating the Clippers right now.
Did you want to update?
Yeah, go ahead, Lex.
Yeah, Luka went out the game with looked like a hip injury or something. Yeah. I don't know. He may come back if it ain't back already.
But they're showing them. They're saying that unless they didn't update it, it's showing them as active. Let me show it. Unless they didn't change anything.
Yeah, he was out there playing, but he left the court.
Hmm.
So
So
just
what's
gotta
the
keep an eye on that. Oh, he came back. Okay. Yeah, I
so
had
what,
the game on, but I hadn't. It's on commercials.
so what is it to y'all, man? With this one here, this matchup here, the Pelicans and the Lakers team that are won 5 in a row. They currently beating the Clippers right now in the battle. 37-21 at home. This is the final of the road games for the Pelicans before they come home. Um, what do you guys think in this matchup? This Laker team playing pretty good. What do you think the Pelicans can do against the Lakers? We should have Zion. It's not a back to back. Trey Murphy and all these other guys. What happens here? What do you guys think, DC?
I think Lex said it best. Lex, what the Pelicans gonna do against the Lakers?
You mean other than
Your phrase you always say.
Oh shoot, man! I got a lot of phrases.
When I ask you what adjustments Willie gonna make,
You're gonna have to help me out.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh man, you gotta do it right though.
I can't. That's why I tried to let you do it, but you didn't know what I was talking about. So go ahead and say it, Lex.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
There you go. There you go. I didn't want to say war, and then you're gonna be like, what? But
look, battle.
But I don't think the Pelicans are gonna do anything against the Lakers. For one, even when we were good, for some reason the Lakers always seem to have our number. Now they have Luka with no AD. But half the time, even when AD didn't play, they still won. So I don't think this is, any different. Never touch Black Man Radio. But anyway, I don't think wah. I don't think the Pels gonna be able to beat the Lakers, man. For the simple fact that the Lakers actually playing for something. They ain't playing for nothing. The Lakers got their flaws, but it ain't like they the Phoenix Suns, man. You know what I mean? They not totally just all over the place. They have some structure. I think JJ Redick has done a decent job. Pointing out we don't know if Luka playing or not. What you say?
Luka's out there, but I mean,
Luka gonna play. If Luka gonna play, it's a wrap.
But when you have LeBron and Luka out there, I mean, you really don't have to coach. I mean, you have guys out there that know
coaches on the court, huh?
Exactly, and that's a huge difference. If you're not going to have a really good coach, then you really have to have the personnel that's like, you know what, y'all go out there and do y'all thing. Every now and then you pull out the clipboard, have some plays up your sleeve, unlike some people. Well, train. Anyway, that's what they had. And not only that, it seems like since the All-Star break, man, the Lakers, they've been at home this whole time. Like they haven't even left. I'm like, dog, do y'all have any away games? But they've been, it's like they switched up the schedule and just be like, you know what, we're just gonna have this as a home game. But yeah, I haven't seen them away. Has anybody seen them away? Because I haven't seen them leave LA. They've been home every game.
Well, I mean, they traded for Luka, Lex. I'm pretty sure they probably already knew they were going to do that, and they're going to do everything in their power to make sure the Lakers are in the playoffs. Like it's only right. It's good business. So I don't think they're going to let a silly little thing like the Pelicans stand in the way of that.
Yeah. Well, who's guarding Luka?
Does it really matter?
I mean, DC, we're trying to talk about some stuff. Come on, man. We got to talk about something.
Okay.
All right.
Trey Murphy.
Okay. All right. What do you look? You don't think CJ would guard him? Sorry.
What? What?
You might see that too.
man, somebody
if they
said
put
Bruce.
CJ on Luka, that'd be crazy.
You're gonna see that, DC. Come on.
Oh my
Bruce probably
god.
get some shots at guarding, but I mean Bruce, he come off the bench.
Zion is guarding LeBron.
Yeah,
We
they
all
gonna put
know
him on
that.
LeBron.
Look, I mean Zion may be on Luca sometimes, but Zion's guarding LeBron. We all know that. That's
Damn,
not even
either way it goes, CJ is getting cooked because if you're gonna sit him on Austin Reeves, you can't put him on Austin Reeves, Luca. I guess they could try to put him on Rui, but Rui like 6 inches taller than him,
now Kelly Olynyk probably be on Rui.
right?
And then is Jackson Hayes the
Jackson Hayes is the.
Yeah, I mean, you probably could
or
put CJ McCullough
Mark
on Jackson Hayes.
because
Jackson Hayes garbage, man.
Well, hey, he's getting the job done, and he's getting playing time.
He got
So you
LeBron.
can't
He
do
got
that.
LeBron and Luca, Lex. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like five
no, he's
easy.
doing, but you know what? He's doing enough, right? He ain't stinking it up. He's catching lobs and things, right?
I mean, that's the one thing he can do.
Running the floor.
Don't ask him to set a screen.
Every now and then, he blocks some shots and stuff. I
How you
mean,
gonna be a rim running big when you can't set a screen? What type of shit is this?
That's who the Pelicans.
you know what?
We don't-
But they also, Rui's gonna be out.
Oh,
He has a
okay.
sprained knee. Okay, well that's a
They
huge.
still
loss.
got Vanderbilt, huh? They might throw him out there.
Austin Reeves and Roy Hachimura, both of them guys.
Oh, I forgot they got Dwight Finney-Smith, so he probably gonna go in for Rui.
Oh yeah.
It don't get no easier, Lex.
And they still got Dalton too.
You know what? They have
And
a
they got
lot.
Dalton Connect.
They have a lot of solid fours.
Yeah.
Like guys, because if you look at LeBron, Finney Smith, Rui Hachimura, and Vanderbilt, they can all switch. Like you can place them in different positions, but
Yeah, they
you
all
always
good
have a
defenders
solid.
too. All
Yeah,
good
you
defenders.
you can always have a solid four out there at all times. And then if you go small, you still have solid fours that are very mobile and things. So that they have it with those four right there. Those are some interesting guys, and plus they're for the most part two-way players.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said,
What you think? We didn't say what we think. What you think?
They have a lot to throw at Zion. I know that one thing because they're not going to have LeBron guarding him. They're going to put
You don't have
Phoenix
to.
Smith or Vanderbilt. You know,
Yeah, I can see that. Them
yeah,
throwing.
they're going to throw them at Zion first, and then LeBron is going to be the the last one, the last option. It's like, all right, LeBron, look, they in foul trouble. They did the best they could. We need you to guard them. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead with your dumbass comment. Come on.
This is a game with DC's favorite player. It's Cam Reddish. We'll talk about Cam Reddish. DC gonna give us an update on Cam Reddish, your favorite player.
Man, I don't know shit about Cam Reddish. I made one comment about Cam Reddish, and then he became my favorite player all of a sudden. Just like I said, oh man, we should draft Shadion Sharp instead of Dyson Daniels. Then that became my favorite
You
player.
said one comment that you made about Cam Reddish.
One comment. One goddamn comment.
Yeah, they can't.
One comment.
And that shit was in 2019. And here we are.
DC
5 years later. I'm surprised Cam Reddish is still in the league at this point. I saw some bullshit online where Cam Reddish somebody then leaked practice tape with Cam Reddish cooking people in practice. And like, look, he be killing everybody in practice. I don't know if he did that shit because they ain't
Yeah,
got enough minutes. I don't know what that was about.
king of the court.
Was it true?
That's what that was, Lex.
Yeah, King of the Court. They were showing
Who did
highlights
that?
of King of the Court, and it's like I look at him all the time, and plus watched him in
So you can go and you can pull
yeah,
up anybody's practice tape like that, or is there something?
no, it Rico Hines. I've seen it with that because he has where they run scrimmages in the off season.
No, no, this was actual like footage of him in the Lakers
Yeah,
facility doing one on
yeah,
ones.
yeah, King of the Court.
Okay,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's done it with that and Rico Hines. I've seen like all of them, but I think it's funny because I'm watching them. I'm like, why don't you show this in the games?
well,
You know what I'm saying?
we can
Like,
be real about one thing, but
I just
I
think
think
it's weird.
I think his time then came and passed. But
I came in,
LeBron has a weird way to me. It just seems like every player, with
yeah,
the
want to
exception
say
of very a few, like they all go down a
agree.
notch.
Yes, they
Even
do.
looking at some of the stuff I'm seeing from Luca, Luca don't
He
even look the
he
same right now.
he dumbs their game down. He does, and I know exactly what you're talking about. A lot of people have a lot of people have had a problem with me saying that. Like, dang, oh my
Who?
gosh, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe you said that. Be like, dog, go and look at the game. You can even go and look at the stats. I'm not analytical, but I'm more of seeing with my eyes. And
Right.
I can tell looking at guys' games that it is something weird about LeBron's presence, his ball dominance, just his game.
I think it got to do with him stat padding a little bit because he
I mean,
always
you can call it whatever you
he
want.
tries he tries to pass to get the assist.
Yeah,
I mean, he does the. I ain't gonna act like when he's supposed to. He'll pass the correct pass where he may not get the assist, but a lot of times to me it's like LeBron try to get that pass to get the assist. Like he always trying to hit his numbers, in my opinion, no matter what.
yeah. I just feel like with when LeBron is with playing with other guys, it's like he can't really help them like go up, like elevate. Really, it's the other way around. It's those guys continuing to help elevate what he has going on. It's kind of weird. Like I just don't feel like he because if someone is doing well on his team, I don't know if you notice who's getting that credit.
Oh, LeBron all day.
Exactly.
If they win a
It's
championship,
like,
they gonna act like Luca
yeah,
didn't get traded there.
LeBron is
LeBron
doing
has won his fifth ring and he's so great.
that's why I'm saying like a lot of guys, if they have any type of talent, is basically contributing to LeBron's greatness. And he's already cemented himself as far as with his legacy and just, his presence and being a future Hall of Famer, all those things. But is he going to do that for other players? And really the answer is no. Like you kind of have to do that yourself. And it's weird how that works, but you know, a lot of people will be like, oh, oh, you're playing with this guy, so it's like, hey, he really helps you out a lot. And even when they ask players, even when they ask, like, how what is it like playing with LeBron? How does he make your game better? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I did have a game before I played with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? And it's crazy how that works. Like, you really do not get a lot of credit. I think that's why when you even look at Kyrie back in Cleveland and things, I think that's what he had a problem with a little bit. Like, golly, man. I mean, I contributed, but it's more like I contributed to help his greatness and his legacy, not my own. So,
Yeah. But I
No.
mean, a lot of people realize it for what it is because when you talk to people who really know ball, I hear a lot of people call that shot Kyrie had as one of the greatest shots in NBA history, which it was.
yeah.
That was they do not win without that shot.
Yeah, they don't.
And
And
you don't have a lot of shots like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I always looked at Kyrie as being that dude, but some people, some especially at that time, all the talk was around LeBron. He came back three. Kyrie was cooking the shit out of Steph Curry every which
Yeah,
way.
he was.
He looked it better than Steph Curry that whole
Serious.
series.
And it's
Yeah,
like
he made it a
other
point to
guys,
show that too.
other
Right.
guys' talent is kind of overlooked, and you know, you haven't these guys. Every guy in the NBA has an ego about their game. You have to. You got to have that air about your game. So to I guess have your game overlooked, like with Kyrie, like everything that he did, it kind of has that feel that what he contributed was overlooked because like even after they had won, you know, where did all the cameras go? Where did all the cameras go?
That chase down block. Oh my God.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
chase down block.
But where did all the cameras go? They all were glued on who?
Oh, you already know.
Yeah. I mean, he was crying and just doing over, because Cleveland's first championship and everything, you know, wasn't nobody paying attention to Kyrie. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's the beauty of playing with LeBron. You literally have to. That's why it's like anywhere LeBron goes, it's almost like the whole the whole narrative just changes. All right, automatically, whoever the team was building around, at first, if LeBron gets there, everything changes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not building around you anymore. We're building around LeBron. Like, what? Hold up. But look, you just told me that y'all was building around me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shh, shh, shh. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It's like everything changes. Man, what are you talking about? Forget about what we talked about yesterday. LeBron James is here. The
It's in the
king
past.
has arrived. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up, Mary Kay? What's up, baby? Oh, we got a super chat up here, huh? Jan H. 5 beans. You appreciate them 5 bones, though. In my opinion, since BI left, the team is playing almost if a weight has been lifted off of them. Zion finally looks like he knows this team is his team.
Mm-hmm.
Or he knows this is his team. What
Appreciate
y'all
you.
think about Jan H's comments, man?
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. They still need to get the right coach up in there for them and the right VP slash GM.
Tell him, Lex.
What? But they do look different. They do look different, and I mean, as we've said many a times on this stream, shout out to PPR. You know, that's what needed to be done. Like you needed to choose in between the two of them. Um, and this is not only a blessing for Zion, but Trey Murphy. I
Mhm.
mean, can we give Trey Murphy some love? Like, I know a lot of people said that, hey, BI is not better than Trey Murphy. Well, guess what? It wasn't about who's better than who. It's about who's a better fit around Zion, who has better synergy. And we knew that for a long time. Zion and Trey Murphy had natural synergy, chemistry, connection, and any other similar words that you would like to put in there. We knew that they had that connection and it was natural. It wasn't something that they had to force. It wasn't something that, that just was, that they had to practice. It's something that was already there. It's like breathing, so now that you have someone that you had to force chemistry with is gone, it kind of opened up that door for Trey Murphy to get his opportunity to show what he can do to elevate his game because that's what this is all about. Sometimes you have to move pieces in order to make space for your future, for guys that really have what the team needs right now in order to flourish. And that's what that kind of did. But yeah, I agree to a certain extent, but they ain't finished.
Right.
They are not finished.
I mean,
Still more work to be done.
you got it right, Lex. I don't know what to say about the David Griffin thing because I really have zero confidence in him in terms of what he'll do. I don't. I think he's so incompetent. I don't think he changes out Willie Green. I think he tries to spin it all as an excuse, just like we said he would when he came out that weak ass press conference with no views, almost the general manager, a VP of a major team, no view because nobody wants to hear it. But the Zion Williamson and Trey Murphy thing that is very clear, right? Uh, we knew that ultimately when he reaches one of his completed stages, like what we're seeing right now, that he would fit perfectly next to Zion Williamson, and that is rang true, you know. And then of course with Zion's new regiment and him looking like what he's looking now, and you get the triple double the other game, and him looking to facilitate more and attack, you can see him starting to really kind of elevate and build with a team. We, like you said, we just need to find the proper coach with a philosophy to establish the identity of the team. And once we do that, then you can see the Pelicans start making their way consistently. We have a coach that is not improving as a coach. We don't have much of a philosophy
Mm-mm.
in terms of that, and it's rapidly inconsistent. So we'll see how that all is. That's why I'm kind of cautiously looking at the season, the end of the season, with them talking about the lottery and all that, and getting whoever the guy going to be, whoever it is going to be. You're still going to need somebody to develop talent and establish the identity. So
Mm.
that's not Willie Green. I'm sorry, it is just not.
It's not. No, you don't got to be sorry. He's had 4 years, and still can't run offensive plays, even with Borrego over there. And again, I don't know what they talking about over there or discussing, but just there's a lot of things. And then situational awareness, making timely adjustments, you know, um, just really, I feel like the team, you got to have a coach that the team feeds off the coach's energy. I feel like a lot of times, this team is still a strong reflection of the leadership, which Willie Green is the head coach. And I can just tell you, I mean, some people call it, oh, he's so poised and things like that. No, it's not that. I need more conviction. You can still be poised, have composure, and have conviction. You can still be poised and have energy. You can still be poised and bring life to your team. And when I look at that, it's like, he just doesn't have those qualities, that creativity, that imagination, that, pulling some Peyton Manning type stuff. You know what? I know what we discuss, but we changing things up. We changing up the play. I see something. That's what I want. It's like you can't be so dialed into a particular game plan or philosophy, or we're going to do it this way. We're going to, you know what? It didn't work this time, but we're going to do it anyway. You know what? It didn't work again, but we're going to still do it. No, dude, you need to change it. And that's okay. If it's time for, okay, well, usually this guy comes in at this time in the game. You know what? But the vibe and the feel of the game is calling for this player, not this player. Put this player in because this guy on the other team is getting off and he will give him problems compared to this guy who normally comes in at that time. You have to make decisions like that. Just like you have to read the defense, you have to read the game. And every game is different. Like it changes. And so when you look at that stuff, it's like Willie's got a long way to go. He's got a long way to go. And if we're talking about this team being a winning team, being ready for the playoffs, brother Willie ain't it.
No, yeah, you're right, Lexi. I mean, early in the show we talked about the correlation between Willie Green and the development of guys like Jamal Mosley, but you see it. You see how he's taken those players and put them together into a solid team and got them winning, got them competing. That's not what Willie Green does. I mean, he's noticeably late on his adjustments. His timing of the game is really flawed after 4 years. You would think you would see that improve after 4 years and see some improvement, real improvement from day one to day currently. But it's not there. He's not picking it up fast enough, and the demands of the Pelicans to win and compete in the Western Conference, we can't just rely on overall talent. It has to have a scheme to it and an identity to it. And 4 years in, this guy still hadn't done it yet. So, I mean, but you got what's really interesting is to a decent I want you to talk about before we get ready to shut the stream down is that you watch Willie Green and you hear dumb people like Griffin don't even recognize the fact that the team has identity. He's too busy focused on them being good human beings. They have no identity to play for, and he don't even see the flaws of his coach.
You don't want good human beings.
So, I mean, what you think about that?
I think, the pussy-ass Weasel definitely sees the flaws of Willie Green's coaching. He knows if he fires Willie Green, it's like you doing all type of shit up in a house that's in the middle of the city, and you got tinted windows, and then you take all the tint off the window, and you just got a glass house now. Everybody just see straight through that shit. Willie Green out of here, man. If this don't succeed or it goes along the same trajectory, you are next. Even though you should already be fired.
Yeah, because I don't want Griff. I don't want him to choose the next coach because with his cheap behind, he may go cheap again, and that's why Willie Green is here because he was cheap. He accepted the crumbs that Griff gave him. Nobody has time for that.
Say, Lex, why was he cheap?
Because he owed Van Gundy and Gentry money, right?
And
that's why he told him to keep.
And what else?
Huh?
Big Q and ran away. I can't even.
Oh, yeah. Why did you run away, Big Q?
Hey.
Hold
Mute
on.
yourself, brother.
Okay, we helped you out, Big Q, dog. Goodness gracious.
But anyway, that right there, you know what that means. That was the reason he was cheap.
Yeah, and he kept the coaches, the assistant coaches.
Because they around here hiring people and firing them, when they shouldn't be. After they were paid to stay a lot longer, but
he should have got rid of Gentry as soon as he was hired in, and
that
was his mistake.
He should have, and he didn't do that. So that's one coach down. For whatever reason, you didn't do that, and shit, you held accountable for that shit. You don't get no pass because that was stupid. But if he gets rid of Willie Green, it's more spotlight on him. So if he can find any way to weasel on through that, he probably would. But I think he has to get rid of Willie after this season. Like you have to, man. And if the Pelicans have any type of intelligence, at some point, going through this season, maybe some of these games where you're not supposed to win, you actually really try to win, like against top contenders, because we know they cool with losing. They already then embraced the tank. We got a lot of teams we playing right now. You look at Utah, like Utah trying to lose, man. It ain't really no notch in our belt to beat Utah. Phoenix, you look at the talent they got, and but Phoenix is what they got 27 wins. Phoenix isn't exactly doing a lot of winning this year. They got stories coming out about KD and Phoenix working on trading him to a contender next year and all this. They in shambles right now. So
Well, they need picks. They don't have Phoenix doesn't have any picks.
they got 3 first-round picks. Lex. They traded
for what year? Next year?
They traded one of their picks for 3 future firsts, I think.
Because they
I don't think they have a pick. I think they might have traded they pick next year or something.
Traded for KD.
Yeah, that's why they traded away a pick and got 3 future firsts, and then everybody thought they were getting Jimmy Butler after they did that. So I mean, if they trade KD, I think they probably could get a couple firsts, maybe
and some young talent.
I think the ship. I think the ship sailed on that. They just gonna have to get matching salary. I don't think they're getting anything significant back with KD.
Well, I had just read that 6 teams are already interested because that's been kind of like the talk.
They're gonna be interested, but everybody gonna be trying to lowball because KD jumps around every other year. Like it ain't. They're not gonna be willing to part with nothing crazy.
Phoenix is in a bad spot right now. And it's not because of KD. I mean, KD even told them when they presented him, they went to him because they had a trade offer on the table to trade him to the Warriors. Remember? Like they came out with that.
He didn't want to go back.
Yeah, he was like, "No, man, I'm here." And so like it's like now everybody's saying, "Oh, KD, he always jumps when." I'm like, "Well, he didn't jump then. They asked him and he declined." I mean,
he declined because they're going to work on trading him in the offseason because he want to go back to the Warriors. Like, if it would have been a team he wanted to go with, he would have left.
I mean,
and you can't look at what happened in Brooklyn when they, allowed KD to have complete control and get what he wanted to get over there, and it fell apart. I know we can blame COVID, but before COVID, they still had issues. If that 3-pointer was actually a 3-pointer, maybe the conversation is different. But what happened. So I'm just looking at it from the perspective of how I think other GMs or owners see it. You're gonna go out and you're gonna try to get KD, but you're not trying to give up nothing significant. I mean, Phoenix gave up Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, right? I don't think they didn't have to trade DeAndre Ayton, so they gave up 2 really good players, but neither one of them were all-stars. So you might have to give up something, some type of prospect, and then you talking about this is what is 2 years ago now? Or 3 years ago? So KD's 36, 37. I just don't see the trade package for him being nothing crazy. It's almost like the Jimmy Butler trade package. I struggle remembering everything that it was. I know we went with Andrew Wiggins, but how many first was it? Where was this amazing young prospect that Miami got? I mean, Davion Mitchell is over there cooking, so
he was. Yeah, but I think because it was 3 teams involved, wasn't it? Because he came from Toronto.
And that turned out good for him. But before they got him, wasn't nobody dying to get Davion Mitchell like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see the package we're gonna see for KD. It probably would have been like a lot of teams could have gave up that, and it was ultimately him picking what he wanted to go out of the people willing to trade for him.
Well, I know one team who's willing to definitely trade. And that's the Minnesota T-Wolves.
Well, do KD want Minnesota? I don't know.
I mean,
it make a lot of sense.
Him and Ant, and you trade Randall because it don't seem like Randall has really been working out for them anyway.
We knew that before he traded him.
We did know that. I felt like the Knicks won that trade because Cat's numbers went up.
Right. He went back with his old coach. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that's true.
But back to the Pels, man. This whole thing with David Griffin, him being the weasel that he is, he's gonna find a way to try to talk his way out of everything. And I think he's gonna be forced into a corner where you have to fire Willie. But if he can get away with not doing it, I definitely see your point and a lot of other people's point talking about they won't do it. He'll try not to and try to use excuses, but
He's already
it
done that.
it didn't went too far though, man. And it's like, dude has been here
The
4 years, and I don't care about the wins and losses. When you look on the court, does Willie still know when the proper times is to call a timeout? Like,
no,
just before you even get into the
man,
rotations and
he
all of
don't
that
even
shit.
know when to sub Zion in. Like, I hate it when he calls a
I
timeout.
don't know when to take him
And it's
out
like,
either.
out of the timeout, why didn't you let Zion come in after the timeout? You took the timeout, you start the play, then you see Zion walk to the table. I'm like, Lord, come on, man. Have y'all seen that?
Yes.
That
Well,
is so
actually,
annoying to me.
I think he did that shit again tonight.
And then look, if there's no dead ball and Zion's out there, guess what he'll do? He will call a timeout just to get Zion out of there. I'm like, wow. So you wasted a timeout because there was no dead ball in time enough.
The man got a one-track mind. Lexi, he
That's
can only do
awful,
one
man.
thing at a time.
And those things right there, I be paying attention to those details. I'm like, that was not bright. As soon as the timeout is over, the same crew comes out, and then it's also the flow of the game. The other team is catching up, and that happened tonight. Did you see how Utah was catching up?
Yeah.
Utah was catching up, and I'm like, okay, a
But
timeout was called, and then they came out with the same group. Game started, then Zion went to the table. I'm like, man, this is just ridiculous. Why didn't you have him come out there out of the timeout? You can do that. You don't have to. That's just so backwards. And it's almost like you're trimming it again. It's really focusing on those minutes. You're trying to trim those minutes down, make sure that he doesn't go over. And it's like that's the type of stuff that really that I'm looking at that is allowing or where the Pelicans are losing. I don't know if anybody else notices, but when Zion's out the game, it's really different.
well, before they talked all of this talk about being able to play if Zion got hurt and all of this shit. And it's obvious to me like they still have never figured out how to do what they said they were working towards, as far as having a way to play the game without Zion. Like they talked about almost having like two different styles of play. Now, when you had, I guess,
That's
Brandon
awful.
Ingram, you
That's
could
awful.
lean on playing through him on BI. That's the only thing that happened different to me. We don't have
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram anymore. So it is still doing the same shit. So when Zion is not out there, there's no identity. We don't really have identity as a team, but at least when Zion's there and you got the
Yeah.
ball in
It's
his
like
hand,
Zion.
it's the
Zion
Zion show. You know what I
is,
mean?
but
But
that's not Zion is you know a great player on the team, but he's doing Zion things. That's not the actual strategy or the philosophy. They're just going off of Zion and what he does, which is really sad. It's like, dude, when he leaves the game, the Warriors still play the same. They still play the same. Like, you have to have ball movement and player movement. It's not hard. Like when the ball starts sticking and things like that, it's like you have to have like sets in play that help the team like move the ball. And then like I wish they would do the pick and roll. It's like these things are just so simple. Basketball is not hard. It's not hard at all. You can make this game very, very easy. That's why it's such a blessing that Kelly Olynyk that he's on the team because just again very unorthodox, but the things that he does out there, it's like, wow, that was so easy. But that's not Willie Green. That's Kelly. That's Kelly. Kelly is a high IQ player. That's just what he does. And that's all that's being gone off of is what particular players can do. And it's really kind of sad because it's like that's what's helping to cover Willie Green's flaws. Like, and I tell you this, when the game is close, and we've talked about this many a times, when the game is close, it's not blowouts that you got to worry about as far as coaching. When the game is close, that's when it's like, okay, coach, what you got? That shows you how good of a coach you are. When the pressure is on, when you have to make those decisions with your lineups, when you have to run that key out of bounds play. Hey, we need a basket right now. We need a basket on this play. We need a stop on this play. That's when that coaching matters. Any coach can look good in a blowout. But when the pressure is on, everybody's kind of on edge. You got to be able to calm your team down, get them focused, get them locked in. Get everybody to understand where they're supposed to be at, understand the situation. Like after one play is over, hey, we need to go and foul this guy before it gets under 2 minutes. You see what I'm saying?
You're right, but ain't none of that happening, Lex. And I like my man Bird Talk's question, and maybe we could start focusing our anger and aggression in this direction. We're gonna have to start looking up coaching candidates and just saying what we want to happen and who we want to coach.
But not a college coach. No,
I ain't got to be a college coach, but I got
that was in the comments. They, I was just.
I'll throw out some names, and if I land on anyone, you can kind of maybe I guess talk about them. You know what I mean? You got Tyron, Corbin, George Call,
who?
David George Call. Nobody wants George Call.
Who?
The bastard George Call, but he is available.
Nobody want that dude. He's no.
I'm starting to believe that he's actually he may be racist or something after a lot of stories I hear.
Yeah.
I have Michael Malone. This is Mike Malone. I know this ain't from the Denver coach. David Yeager still out there, huh?
Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell is
I
someone.
Wouldn't mind having him.
Okay, you can stop with him. You go ahead and talk about Sam if you want to.
Oh, I mean, I thought we were just
he over there with Boston.
I know he's with the winning organization, and he can bring those winning championship ways to the Pelicans. And I just
Sam Cassell then work with Chris Paul, JJ Redick, Jamal Crawford, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Drew Holiday. This is guys he's coached.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking.
He was behind Charles Lee. I think over there with Milwaukee at one point, right?
Spurs either, because the Spurs have really created a lot of good coaches around the league. They have a nice record of producing, because of Popovich.
Okay.
I don't know who that is. I got to look on they roster, but they have a lot of guys that just worked under Pop. Pop knows how to win.
There's a lot of guys out here, though. The more I'm reading, you got David Alderman, who's going to be out here. Terry Stotts. I don't know if a lot of people remember him, but he was a good offensive coach. It's been a while for a while. I'm not saying I want him. Mitch Johnson, who's an assistant coach with the Spurs.
Yeah, Tramal said the T-Wolves assistant coach that filled in for Finch when he hurt his leg in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Damn, what's his name? Damn, I don't know his name.
I forget his name, but yeah, I wouldn't mind having him because he did a really good job. He did a very solid job.
Yeah, I gotta see if I can find something on him. I mean, we don't know what the hell James Borrego can do. We still have him in house as well. Darvin Ham. No, I know nobody wants him. Mike
No,
D'Antoni, it's the name people have on the coaching list.
no,
Mike D'Antoni is actually supposed to be an advisor to us, and he like 73 years old. Like,
no.
Mike
He's
D'Antoni.
all right where he's at.
Jock Vaughn, he's still out
Dude,
there.
if they have him as a consultant, they should get him off the books. That would open up some money for a really good coach. Man, see, they just throwing money away. That's what they doing.
Yeah. Frank
No,
Frank
not
Vogel
right
is
now.
is out there. You got Mike. You have Mike Brown as
No,
well.
not Mike.
Doug Christie, Luke Walton. Nah,
No, why did you say Luke Walton?
I mean it's just names. I'm just looking at available coaches' names, just rattling
No,
off some
he
names.
ain't available. Man,
I like Mike Brown, but to me, right, Mike Brown is like it's
he's
like the upgraded version of Willie Green to me. Big Q be like, no, DC, they're not. It's the same guy. It's Willie Green with seasoning. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I,
If
I, I,
Willie Green actually learns how to be a coach, he'll turn into Mike Brown.
yeah, we said Sam Cassell just a
That's
few
his.
minutes ago.
That's most as he can be. But I
Yeah,
like
Sam
Sam.
is
I like
good.
Sam.
I think a lot of people.
Um, I like Sam and I like James Borrego. So to me, it would be one of those guys. You know what I mean?
If
Um,
there was a
unless
coach,
there's somebody else maybe I don't know about right now
there was
that's
no.
like up and coming, a younger coach, maybe. I like the idea we tried to do with Willie Green and getting a younger coach because since we had such a young team, but time to move on. I think Sam Cassell would be a perfect fit. Or if he was trying to, I don't know why. Maybe this just an experiment, but I really think Rajon Rondo will make an awesome
Dang,
coach.
I was gonna
And if
say that
Rondo if
after you
Rondo
finish
wanted
your
to come
spiel,
coach the
man.
Pels,
You
man,
should have
shit,
closed your mouth so I could say that.
you already had a good one with Sam. I
No,
wanted to say
I know,
Sam.
but I was
I
gonna
saw
say
my man and he's
Rondo
talking
next.
about Boston. I was like,
But
yeah, I'm gonna
yeah,
say Sam.
because Rondo doesn't. If you did get a coach that did not have any experience or assistant coach, I think Rondo would be a good one
He would figure
because
it out.
yeah. Not only that, I think
Rondo might have a little too much fire though. I think
no,
you talk
but
about
the
them having fights
Pelicans,
in the locker room
the
and they don't be throwing
Pelicans,
chairs and shit
the
in there with Rondo.
Pelicans need that fire.
We
They
do,
gotta have that.
we do.
You are not about to get anywhere being a good human being and what are those flittery and fluttery words in the gym? That ain't that's not it.
Mindfulness, compassion,
That's not it.
togetherness.
Man,
Come on, Lex. How you
try
forget the key? How
if
you
you
forget our
trying
key
to do
words? That's our identity.
if you try no, this team don't have no identity. Zero
We're
identity.
mindful. We're
They
compassionate,
don't know
and we
what
are
they trying to
together.
do. They
Like
still trying to figure it out.
kindness. That's
Remember?
right. That's right, Molly. Kindness.
I'm telling you, that's not a playoff. That ain't even playoff energy. Ain't nobody trying to be kind in the playoffs.
We gonna whoop y'all ass for 40 minutes, and then we gonna hand out food at the second harvest food bank, baby.
Ain't nobody trying to be passionate and or any of that. I'm telling you, they
You
ain't
don't
trying
want to
to
be together?
be passion. Yeah,
Togetherness?
you know what? Can we put killer up in there?
What about mindfulness? Like
You
so
can even put Mamba mentality. I know.
you don't want to be mindful, Lex? Come on, Lex. You have to want to be mindful.
What about competing? You can put compete, energy, all that stuff, but really killer.
When you're
That
being
it
mindful,
factor.
you're gonna do all of that, Lex.
No, you not. No, you not.
Oh,
Aggression.
how can I forget about joy? We cannot forget about
You
joy.
know what? You know what? Look. Ooh, I don't want y'all to think that I am like some evil person. I don't like joy. I don't like joy. I don't like the phrase figure it out. I
Uh,
don't like this organic stuff, mechanical. I don't like that word. I don't like the word force. Okay? I don't even like the word proud. Any of these words, the griff and well, Griffin Green, any of the words or phrases that they use, I don't even like them.
I thought joy was supposed to come like,
No,
after you accomplish your goal. Not not before the season. You're supposed to have
I don't
joy
like
after you win a
joy.
championship, right?
I don't like these words no more. Nah, don't say that. You know what? Look, for all the fellas who play basketball, you too, okay? Look, are you trying to play basketball lovely? Are you trying to go when you go to the
how you
court?
do that? How you do that?
When you go and play a pickup game, are y'all trying to play the game lovely?
Man, the most love you're gonna get is I'll give you a bottle of water after the game over.
Are you trying to play the game with joy? If you playing some street ball, be honest. Okay.
No, I play with passion.
What about compassion? Are you being compassionate?
I came with my passion to play. I came with my passion to play.
Okay, yeah, passion is fine, but compassion ain't it. All I'm saying, look, how are you? Are you all playing? Are you all playing against your boys with thoughtfulness, huh? With thoughtfulness. Out on the court.
I'll be mindful how I'm across a nigga up.
Okay. You don't even play basketball, do you? Because I'm looking at you and you don't look like you play basketball.
I ain't playing in a while, but I used to ball.
Okay, no, you okay.
No, for real. For real. In my old age now, ankles ain't what they used to be, Lex.
What? Hey, man.
Ankles ain't what they used to be. Now I used to get a lot of I used to twist my ankle. Just twist my ankle a lot.
I be playing. I be out there doing my team. You know what I'm saying? Look, and teaching them too. You see what I did to you? Don't let me do that to you again. You should be mad about that.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, don't you look. If the other team do it, don't you let them cross you up like that, man. See, your defense ain't disciplined. You got jump happy.
But I went from playing ball to doing a lot of boxing. Like I had told my MCL. And I started boxing, and I ain't been balling too much. But either way, though, you are absolutely right, man. When you out there and you playing with people. Now, if you're going out there and you playing 21, you playing around, but like people who really know how to play any sport, come out there, like, man, ain't no happy shit. Like everybody, they about to turn up.
Yeah.
They're about to turn up. Like it's war right now.
Yeah.
Now when the game over and it stop, everybody can be polite and you can be mindful and you can be compassionate and all that shit when the game over. While you playing, it's war.
Man, when me and my brother were playing one-on-one, and my sister-in-law, she was standing there just watching us play. And we were trash talking hard. Like there was no love in the midst of us playing. Like we were really like pissed off at each other. We were going at it. Mm-hmm. And after the game was over, we got off the court. We weren't on the court. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. But while we were on that court, while we were playing, man, we were just giving it to each other. And she was like, I mean, because he's my big brother, my sister-in-law was getting on him. That's your little sister. You can't say that to your little sister. I'm like, no, leave him alone. You sit there and you be quiet. This is between me and him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how it was. And that's what the Pelicans need, man.
That's that old school. Lexxah, you talking about that was at least early 2000s or the 90s you talking about.
Well, you know what? I got my brothers thank because they taught me how to play that real basketball. Like, dog, we ain't friends. You ain't my brother. I'm not your sister. I'm about to cross you up. I'm about to do you on this court, put you in the basket, whatever cross it up in front of you, pop it up in your eye. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. That's that edge, man. That's that killer. That's what we want to see with the Pelicans. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Marley said Willie Green is the problem. He said Willie Green wants the Pelicans to play with Pistons. But I'm gonna say you.
There's some Christians who play basketball and got an edge.
Because when I think about the most famous Christian coach there is. It's Mark Jackson. And Mark Jackson, he wasn't talking about no goddamn joy and compassion.
No, he wasn't.
If I didn't know no better, I thought he was out there cussing. He probably did. Even though he was a Christian.
Oh my gosh, that was nasty. He almost did the splits. I'm sorry. That looked ugly. Ooh. I had something to say that just came to my mind.
Hell of a play.
Oh, you just saw it?
No, I ain't see it. I ain't got no highlights running up here. I'm just saying it stole your goddamn thoughts like that. That's a hell of a play.
I mean, when dudes are out on the court and they start doing the splits and stuff, I'm like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? That looked like it hurt because look, ain't no dude up out there a gymnast. You know what I'm saying? They ain't that flexible.
I'm doing splits, Lord.
Oh my goodness, it looked like it hurt though. It really did look like it hurt. But yeah, we really do need Pelicans need that. They need that killer. They need that it factor. If you're talking about being a win now team, you're talking about going up against the Bostons of the world, the Cleveland Cavaliers of the world, the OKCs of the world, because that's where the Pelicans want to be, right? We want to be in the mix, be in the thick of things, in the top teams in the West, top teams in the league. Like, that's what you have to embrace. Being nice and being fluttery and good human beings ain't it. That's not it. So there's a lot of work to be done because you need a coach. Because I'm be honest, I still got Ime Udoka on the list, but I know he wouldn't even dare come to the Pelicans.
What do you think he ain't going to? We missed that.
Yeah, I know.
We was up here when Ime was up there. I think we had a chance to. No, was it him or Willie? Oh, that was after we had Willie. Might have been after we had Willie. But we were talking about how good it would have been to have him. You know what I mean? But that ship didn't sell, Lex. He probably gonna get a 10-year contract with the Rockets.
Because they've turned their whole program around. Just within 2 seasons with him, and
if they were somebody like that. Our best hope is try to see what happened in Memphis. They be talking stupid sometimes, like they might get rid of Taylor Jenkins.
Hey, you know what? I would not mind having Taylor Jenkins. I sure would not, because that dude can coach his butt off. He really can. But they really do. If they're trying to really invest in Zion, you need to get the right coach, not just for him, but for the team. But you need to keep him in mind because, this is his team. Or at least it's supposed to be, but it's really not going to be fully his if you don't get the right coaching in there. Coaching does matter. It really does matter. Yeah, I know, Tramal. I know. And you're right, he doesn't. That's why you get rid of Griffin Green. They both have to be a package deal. They both got to be a package deal.
All right.
What's going on?
Before we go ahead and get up out of here, we opening up the lines tonight. What's going on?
I don't know. Where'd Big Q go?
Big Q done disappeared.
I know birthday weekend. Yeah.
His last piece of birthday cake, Lexxah.
8 more minutes until birthday weekend is over.
Yeah, this last piece of birthday cake, and he done went into a diabetic coma. Over there, he went to sleep. Must have got to be.
Oh, bird talk. That's Toronto Raptors. That's their problem.
I ain't worrying about BI not playing.
I know. If
anything, I think they just being smart. They gonna hold him, probably play him at the end of the year. try to increase their draft odds and then hit the ground running next year. I actually think they're gonna shock a lot of people and be a really good team over there in the East. Everybody who get away from him does better. Why not Bi? I mean, he's probably the most talented player that we done got rid of since the AD era. Well, why wouldn't he? Why would he be any different?
Well, it's definitely clear that the Pelicans lost the trade.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if if he All Star next year especially in the East. He might be able to make it.
Yeah, there's still a lot of.
Well, we couldn't. There was no way we were going to win the trade. You just had to get rid of Bi.
Yeah, that's true.
But if Kelly Olynyk can play like he played tonight, and we don't know what that first round draft pick we got for them can turn out to be. I mean, we still got a chance. I think we're gonna lose the trade. No, I don't think we're gonna win it, but they have a Hail Mary's chance of winning the trade. But with that, Lex, I ain't got no more to say.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your last closing thoughts, and we go ahead and get up out of here. I would say open the lines, but I don't even have no link.
Oh yeah, Big Q kind of dipped out on us.
Yeah, we might have to wait for that.
Nah, it's fine. Cause shoot, I gotta get up in the morning with the kiddos, man. You know what I'm saying? I got games on tomorrow too.
Okay.
I'll be reffing the elementary school kids.
Yeah, well,
teach them how to play basketball.
We're gonna go ahead and rest up. We're gonna go ahead and end it right here. So with that, I'm gonna say go Pels because they win. But the Pels start losing again. I ain't saying go Pels no more. I might have to stop saying that shit because I really be wanting them to lose. But Lex would be mad at me. But anyway,
no, I ain't gonna be mad. Like dog, I'm still wearing my shades just because we do.
You ain't buying into losing. I can't get you on the losing train with me for this pick. But
I'm just dialed into winning, man. I got a winning mentality, a winning spirit. I'm not. I understand the business of things, but I'm never gonna be dialed into losing. Because I mean, you can't. Once you cross that and start be like, all right, let's lose. Come on, why didn't you guys lose on the night? It's like, dog, are you hearing yourself? You know what I'm saying? When you start thinking about things like, no, man, I'm telling you, that's a winner at all times. You know what I'm saying? Winner at all times. When you think about somebody, just think about somebody like Michael Jordan saying, like, all right, let's lose, let's tank. Does that sound right?
As a player, then you would never want to hear your players say that, but you
don't want the front office to think like that either.
Sometimes things got to get worse before they can get better. But
that's all that this has been doing. It's been getting worse.
This is a topic for another show, Lex.
And worse. And worse. You know what I'm saying?
We about to keep going.
Do we need to talk and bring up all the things we've been talking about up to this point?
We will, but not tonight.
Wow.
So with that, I'm gonna say, y'all please like, subscribe, and share the show.
We gotta do something real quick for Jay. No.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Okay, I need you to help me out. Are you ready?
What's going on?
Because really the biggest problem is we still don't know the details of the secret contract.
Dun, dun, dun! Gotta let them know.
Obviously.
And with that, we out. Peace.